Hey everyone, I'm Sarah. Welcome to Birds of a Feather. It's Tool Talk Tuesday, and today we're talking about these painter's pyramids. These are such handy tools to have. Now, these have a really cool feature in that they're just rounded at the top, and so that prevents anything from sticking. They're just amazing. We use it in all sorts of projects. You just set them up like so, put your piece on top, and paint away. I'm going to show you a little later a piece that I just recently finished, and I completed some shelving. I'm not going to paint this right now, just wanted to demonstrate that for you. We interrupt this YouTube video to bring you breaking news. We couldn't complete our first Tool Talk Tuesday without letting you know that painter's pyramids have actually improved on the design. So now they've got these tabs which you can either screw down to your worktop if you have a worktop that you don't mind screwing into, or alternately you can take some tape and tape it down to your surface so that they don't shift. So now when you're putting your item on top, actually you're going to need 4 of those, so I'm not going to tape all 4 of those down, but I just want to show you that when they are taped, you can't accidentally shift them. If you need to replace it, if you're turning your item around and you're placing it back on, you can't accidentally knock these as you can if they're not taped. So that's a huge improvement, I think, over the original design, and one that I thought that you should know about. Another nice feature of the new and improved version is that they do lock together so that you can paint awkwardly shaped items. So I'm just going to go ahead and lock a few of these together and show you. Connecting the painter's pyramids is really easy. You're just going to line it up on the flat surface here, push down, and there you go, it's locked. I've got 4 of those locked together, and now I can go ahead and paint this. And again, you can tape that down so it doesn't shift on you. And there you go, nice and stable. You can paint away. You can do small projects, and like we're going to show you, larger projects too. So let's continue on. You'll notice that we are using the originals. I have my husband here, and he uses these all the time. He specifically uses them for spray paint, so I'll let him tell you all about that.
The nice thing about these painter's pyramids is if you paint or finish one side, say, of a shelf, and normally you'd have to wait at least overnight for that to dry enough to flip it over so it's not going to stick to your surface. You can finish one side, leave it a few hours so it's drying but it's not fully cured. Then you can set it on the pyramids, finish the second side, and you can let it dry like that overnight. And now you know this surface isn't going to stick to. Sometimes with water-based finishes, you want to be able to finish both sides at once. If you finish one side and wait a day, sometimes a piece can warp on you a little bit by the time you get to the other side. So you want to even coat on both sides. So if you were to finish one side and then flip it over onto the painter's pyramids and finish the second side, now you've got an even coat on both sides at the same time. It should minimize any kind of warpage using a water-based product.
So I especially love it when I brush things too, not just spray paint, because I can get along the edges and I can easily access it without getting paint, let's say, on my table. So these are wonderful. I'm going to link to these down in the description so that you can find them. And if you're a painter, you're not going to believe how you ever lived without these. So give them a try. I'm going to show you some B-roll of a project I recently finished so you can see how they work. And I just want to show you that while I'm painting these shelves, I've got them propped on these paint pyramids here, and that's so I can get around the edges. So I'm not going to bother with the back edge, you're not going to see that once it's in the cabinet, but this front edge I want to get around. So I'm just going to dip into the paint and start at one end here. To paint the front edge, I'm just going to come in with my brush, and I'm just going to come up from the bottom and just meet the edge as you see me doing here. And then I'll just take one long stroke along. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell to get notifications of our upcoming projects. Join us every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Tool Talk Tuesday. Signing off for now, keep your friends close and your tools even closer.